What's going on, people? It's the Healthy Penguins here, back at it again with another video. And judging by the title, you're currently wondering what on earth this video might be about. Well, stay tuned, because this is going to be an interesting one. A supplement that holds so much potential that practically all athletes should use it. The supplement we're going to be talking about today is creatine. And I can hear you thinking, what is creatine? Well, creatine is an organic acid that our bodies naturally make and that we get by eating certain foods. Creatine is stored in our muscles so that they have quick access to it, which is highly beneficial during fast, high-intensity movements. It is a non-essential amino acid, and normally you wouldn't need any added creatine beyond what's in a healthy, balanced diet, because it's not an essential nutrient. But what does it exactly do? We'll go into that shortly. But if you're wondering whether you should be supplementing creatine, make sure to stick around till the end. We'll first go into what creatine is and what benefits it holds. And at the end of this video, we'll see who really needs to be supplementing creatine and who doesn't. And of course, we'll also tell those who do need to be supplementing creatine how they should go about this to get the best results. Creatine has some pretty amazing effects on our bodies. Let's take a look. Creatine can, in combination with weight training, slow the loss of bone mass caused by aging and even ease the effects of osteoarthritis, which refers to your joints becoming stiff and painful. These effects can, however, differ significantly between different individuals. The US National Library of Medicine's Medline Plus labels creatine as possibly effective. Creatine thus has the potential to improve upper and lower body strength in adults over 21 years old. Moreover, multiple papers have indicated that creatine is the most effective supplement for increasing muscle mass and strength. This is due to multiple factors. First off, creatine can enhance your energy production. ATP is the most basic form of energy in your body, but unfortunately, you can only store a certain amount of ATP in your muscles. This storage capacity is enough to help you through roughly 8 to 10 seconds of high intensity exercise. When the storage is depleted, your body must produce new ATP to fulfill the needs of the respective activity. Yet when you want to exercise at maximum intensity, this will require more ATP per second than your body can produce. But by loading extra creatine, you can drastically elevate the creatine storage in your muscles. This creatine can then be converted into additional ATP, providing a small amount of extra energy, thus extending your muscle endurance. The second way in which creatine can increase your muscle strength is through improving your muscle function. This might sound a bit odd at first, because how is something going to improve a muscle's function? It contracts or it doesn't, right? Well, this is done in multiple ways. Creatine can, for example, increase the water content of your muscle cells, but it can also increase the concentration of the IGF-1 hormone, which is key to muscle growth. The combination of these factors can lead to the formation of new proteins, creating new muscle mass. Furthermore, the creatine may also help reduce muscle breakdown and retain muscle during exercise, and in turn, this can result in a greater amount of muscle. And that's basically how creatine can help you improve your strength. An increase in energy availability for more endurance during your workouts will help you move more weight, sprint for longer, jump higher, or whatever it is you do. This increase in training volume will translate into stronger and potentially bigger muscles that will again reinforce this cycle. Additionally, the improved muscle function will help in the same manner. It will allow you to do better at the exercise you do, which will again translate in a kind of self-reinforcing cycle. Doing better translates in better results, like stronger muscles, and more muscles endurance, which will again result in better performance, and so on. Now that you know what creatine is and what it can do for your body and exercise performance, you should be wondering if creatine is something you should be supplementing yourself. Because creatine supplementation will not yield the same results for everybody. It will yield the best results for people who do not consume enough creatine through their daily diets. So if you should be taking creatine or not largely depends on your diet, but it also depends on how much and what kind of physical activity you endure on a daily basis. For example, a weightlifter who works out 5 times a week will reap more benefit of supplementing creatine than someone who sits on the couch 7 days a week. And there's also a nuance between intense exercise and non-intense exercise. Walking long distances on a regular basis, for example, will not increase your creatine needs, nor will biking at moderate speed or playing football. This will probably also give you a decent understanding of who should be taking creatine. People who work out at high intensity multiple times a week have a higher need for creatine, but also people who eat either vegan or vegetarian, since animal products are the main source of creatine in the human diet. So if you're big into working out at higher intensity and don't eat a lot of animal products, creatine is probably a good addition to your supplements and might help you in increasing your muscle endurance and muscle strength. Finally, if you're a person that needs to supplement creatine, how would you go about this? How should you get started? How much should you be taking? And when should you be ingesting it to get maximum results? Let's start with how much you should be taking. Generally, when supplementing creatine, you start with a loading phase of 5 to 7 days, in which you take doses of approximately 10 grams per day. After this loading phase, 3 to 5 grams a day should suffice. The second step is deciding which kind of creatine you should be taking, because there are many different forms out there. And to this, there's really only one answer. Creatine monohydrate is your best option, preferably in powdered form. Creatine monohydrate is actually also the cheapest option. Finally, when should you be taking your creatine? It's a topic of hot discussion. You could be taking it prior to your workout, after your workout, or, well, whenever you want. There's no real evidence for either of these options resulting in more gains. So we recommend you take your creatine at a time that best suits you and allows you to make it into a routine thing to do, so you won't easily forget. I'm afraid that's it for the video, people. We've now covered the most important aspects of one of the most important supplements there is for any high intensity athlete. You now know what creatine is, where it comes from, what it does for your body, when you should be supplementing it, and how you should go about this. We from the Healthy Penguins hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider hitting the like and subscribe buttons on the way out. It would help out the channel a ton. If you didn't enjoy this video, let us know why. We're always looking to improve the quality of our videos. On that note, this is the end of the video. Hope to see you soon. Healthy Penguins, signing out.